Yo,
What's up, brother?
what's up, bro?
Chilling, man.
How you feeling, man? You get to it today?
Yeah, I had legs, dog. My legs is fried.
Shit, tell me about it. I had more
Man,
fun this morning.
catching up to
My,
stuff.
my shit still hurt from this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like I told you, man. I've been getting. I don't do that. I leave that heavy shit to you and Roach.
Nah, hey, bro. The highest I went today was 225 on squat.
Yeah. See, yeah, I get up. Shit, it'd be lucky. That'd be like a top set if I get to 225.
That was it. I went.
Yeah, but I know how to fuck them up though. I be the 4-second negatives loaded up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Put me back down 95.
Yeah, for real. For real, dog.
Hey, give me
killing me though. Legs be hurting, then I gotta go to work, sit in the office all day. It's like, damn, man, like
listen.
Been too long, and you gotta rock yourself up like shit, you know?
Be no pursuits tonight.
Right, hell no.
It's a
hell
wrap.
No.
Hey, this
Yeah,
man,
bro.
Bill, if your ass, Bill said his toes hurt. That's the buddy, bro.
Buddies, bro.
The buddies, bro. You better take care of them.
For real.
Hey,
yeah, man.
Bill would go get a pedicure and manicure. I know you would. No dudes that do it. Take care of your shit. Take care of your
I know dudes that do it too. Hey,
but,
no bullshit. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. Hey, before one of our shows, I would have got that shit done.
Nah, bro, how you catch me?
Hey, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be up there tearing up and everything, dog. Like, hey, I can't be insecure about my toes, dog. I'm gonna go ahead and get through my fix up.
Nah, my wife don't touch my feet. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got bitch feet, bro. Like straight bitch feet.
That's why you wear socks. That's why you wear socks at night, like a serial killer.
Bro, it be. You know how much heat you lose from your feet, bro.
Psycho, man.
I can't be
Psycho.
all. Fuck, no. I still.
Sometimes man, question you, though. I got to question our friendship, man. Like, hey, is Joe really a serial killer? I don't know, bro. You might be. you might be, though. You might be.
A lot of gang shit. No, it's just like. Hell no.
Hey, but on some real shit, though. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I remember talking to you and Eddie about it some years back, and I just decided I'm gonna do it. But I always knew that if I was gonna do it, you had to be my first guest.
I'm all for
so
it.
I wasn't gonna do it any other way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we got a chance to set this up. Yeah. I know you crazy busy. I'm crazy busy. But I wasn't going to do it no other way.
No, that's why I
have you as the first one.
One of my other guys is trying to come train tonight. I'm like, nah, I got to meet, bro. Like,
yeah. Perfect. See what I'm saying? So I'm like, I got to make this shit happen. I know we've been trying to do some shit for a long time, man. Like, just us doing some live things, getting on, doing some, even just talking to people, coaching people, do some stuff, giving advice.
Definitely.
We've been trying to do it for a long time, but it's just scheduling, man. It's just so crazy.
Yeah, I was just talking to him earlier. It's so much to do, but it's the time, man. And you know, you too would be the first one to call somebody out. Like, you got to make time for what's important. And I 100% still believe that and agree with it. But at the same time, you as well. I'm at a point where it's like, I can only do with what I got. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I be telling people all the time, man, like,
I don't have nowhere near, and this schedule is just brutal on me.
Right.
Brutal.
I be telling people all the time, man, I wish if I could just get 2 more hours in a day, I'll be set. But
people, as much as I love sleeping, like as much as I enjoy it when I do get it and whatnot, I wish I did. Like if I could operate with no sleep, have 4 hours, bro. Oh,
right. I was just telling my wife about that too, like last week, man. Like sometimes, like of course, being in fitness and everything like that, they tell you how rest and sleep is one of the most important things. It's one of the number one things that people neglect in our field. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those number one things. Like telling a bodybuilder to rest is like one of the hardest things that you can ever tell a bodybuilder to do.
Yeah.
But it's one of the most important things. So I was telling my wife, I think late last week. Yeah, like late last week, I was telling her, like, man, I wish it's not so much about the hours of sleep, it's just the quality. Like if I can get a solid 5 to 6, just straight sleep, no interruption or nothing, I'll be straight. Right. Yeah. But it don't, you know what I'm saying, it don't really work like that. Especially with Kobe, man. Kobe is, oh man, dog, he is off the chain, dog.
I see him practicing his little ninja moves and whatnot.
Man, he crazy, dog. You gotta see him with his little gun, dog. I gotta get a video of that. He's so funny. Oh, yeah. He's so funny, dog.
Jason.
But yeah, man, like I said, dog. What'd you say?
I said Jace just came down here. Him and Caden was into it. I'm like, man, here we go.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I was saying, bro, I wanted to make sure you was my first guest on here, man. So I'm calling this the Remnant 6 questions for fitness enthusiasts. I was just gonna say local, but I don't want to limit myself and put myself in that bubble. So I'm just making it for fitness enthusiasts all over, right?
Definitely.
And I think it's a good thing for us to give people insight to the mind of somebody that's into fitness, what it takes, what we go through, and just pretty much starting from the basics and start from the origins of when we started, because a lot of people just look at you and just say, you at this point, and they think that they can't get to this point, whatever that level might be, but they got to know that we also started somewhere too. You know what I'm saying? Something triggered in our minds to like, say, I want to start doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, no.
So with that being said, man, I'm going to get to the first question. Now, I got a little bit of background because you're my brother and I know you. You know what I'm saying? So, but the people don't. So we gonna get into it. The first question is, how did you get started in fitness?
So I'm gonna answer how and kind of why. I think that's important to know. And for me, I tell people, I've told numerous clients, all that, like, a lot of people had a bigger purpose, a bigger reason, be it health or, being able to a better quality of life with their family, themselves, or, that got some kind of health issue or something like that. For me, it wasn't none of that. It was completely vain. I wanted to be like this one. Like, honestly,
right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I've always been pretty athletic. I've always played tons of sports, was super skinny my whole life. I don't know, like, I think I told you this. When I was growing up, dog, if you'd asked me what I wanted to be, it was never a doctor. It was never a cop, firefighter. It was none of that. I wanted to be a superhero. Like, that's it. I wanted, as much as I hate spiders, I wanted to be Spider-Man, bro. I wanted to be bit by a spider. And, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so, like, I always kind of idolized, like I don't want to just say the physique, but, that warrior look, that, just a nice body, essentially. Mm-hmm. So for me, all it was, I wanted a nice body. That was it. Right. I just wanted to be comfortable taking my shirt off, when I go to a beach or wherever the case I might, whatever, wherever I'm at. I wanted to be comfortable and build that confidence and whatnot. And I think I didn't really realize, even still, I don't think I realized how much fitness would improve my confidence, how I talk to people, how I carry myself, and that kind of thing. So that almost became more of like a added bonus for me. Right. But that's essentially all it was when I got into it. Like I said, I always had kind of a sports background and stuff like that. I like training and stuff, but I don't think I was ever taking fitness serious or anything like that. I would say I really got serious probably just after I met Shanti. And I was like a typical person. I started off at Planet Fitness, and I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. Didn't fully have a full background or whatnot. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna find some stuff. I think I would catch like little Arnold workouts or something like that from bodybuild.com or whatever the case may be. And I would just go in and just start hitting the weights or whatever. And it's crazy because I remember well, we're on the topic of this question. I remember one of my guys at the time at Planet Fitness. He, I was bench pressing. I'm hitting 40s on the dumbbells. Planet Fitness only 5. And I'm like, okay, I'm working. I'm feeling like I'm doing my thing or whatever. And he told me, and it thank God he was the one to tell me, because he didn't say it like a dick or, like an asshole or nothing. But he was like, hey, man, you want to get bigger, you better start putting up some more weight. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, and I just took it like, oh, whereas depending on how or who says that, you're going to be like, well,
right. Right. Yeah.
But coming from him, I was like, okay, you know what, you're right. So I made it my goal every week. I was just, whether I was doing, I think at that time I was probably just doing 3 sets of 10 with most of my exercises. I didn't really have much background. And so I was like, okay, this week is 40, next week is 45, next week is going to be 50. If it was a week where I kind of delayed a little bit, or not delayed, but stalled a little bit, I might hit that, one more time the next week or whatever. But I was always trying to go up 5. And that was a huge part for me with my success, I would say, because I, even lately, I'm kind of like we was talking about with legs, when we squat and going heavy and whatnot. I think that was a huge part of me right now. I'm at a point where I'm trying to like reset myself, right? So all the heavy weights, forget all the, whatever, you know how I am. I used to just try to chase the pump. That's what I love. What the case may be. But now I'm at a point where I'm trying to reset everything. I'm trying to, focus on form with everything I do. I'm focusing on letting the weight work for me and still myself, rather than gassing myself on 315 or whatever on bench. I can still hit it, but now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on 225, and I'm gonna hit this for 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 10, depending on how I'm feeling or whatnot. And now I'm gonna give myself that room to grow, which, my bad, I know that kind of took a veer to your question, but to your actual question, I love my wife time, and she was working out, and I obviously wanted to, and we would hit Planet Fitness together all the time, and that's what it was for me. I just started there, just started finding my roots.
Okay, so the second question is, after doing all this, right?
Yes, sir.
You get started, now you in the game, right? How has it changed your life? How has fitness changed your life?
So many ways. I guess I'll touch on like I said, the confidence thing first, because I had already kind of mentioned that. Man, I just got a much bigger confidence. I carry myself better, and it's not because I have a decent body under my clothes. You know how we are, like I'm happy with how far, but I'm not happy with my body by any means. I still have goals. I want to go. I'm proud of what I've accomplished, but it ain't. I'm a hot 7 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about 6.5.
Stop it. You definitely over me.
I'm for real, dog. About 6.5.
Right. But yeah, so I mean, the confidence was first and foremost. I just carry myself better. I have a different confidence of, how I carry myself, how I talk to people. I don't think I've really ever been like the shy type, but I definitely wasn't as outgoing as I am now.
Never shy.
By any means. Shy, but I definitely wasn't outgoing, by any means back then. And now, I'll talk to anybody. It's what it is. And it's not just because I have a nice body underneath, a decent body. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, it's built that confidence in me, with whoever I talk to. So confidence first and foremost has changed my life. I've always been a pretty big procrastinator, if I'm being honest, which I hate to admit the truth. So it's built so much more discipline in me, with my daily tasks, the things that I got to get done around the house or for the fam or whatever it may be. Confidence and discipline would be like my 2 biggest things. And then I've had a pretty good work ethic. Like any of my old jobs that if you were to call any of my old bosses, they'll tell you I'm one of the best workers that they've had, or whatnot, and I pride myself on that. So it's done nothing help my my work ethic and whatnot as well. And those 3 things, confidence alone, you build confidence that can take you fucking places. Being able to people, being able to carry yourself the right way. It can land. I tell clients this. You walk in, it might get you that girl that that you've been wanting to do forever. Not because you look better, but just because you can talk. You're comfortable talking. You know what I mean? If I play a little bit of, role in that, and now you ask that girl out, y'all get married, have little babies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or, like go into a job interview and, without fitness, maybe you wouldn't have did so good in that job interview, but now you carry yourself better, you can talk better, you're more confident, So confidence alone can take you tons of places. I mean, confidence and work ethic, you put them two together, shit, you damn near unstoppable as is. You know what I mean? That, I would say those would be the 2 or 3 biggest ways that it's really, really changed my life.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, definitely the confidence. Discipline for me, though. It was one of those things that I learned how to lock in on something, stay dedicated to it, and follow it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Once I want to do it, I'm going to do it. That was one of the biggest things that kind of changed for me.
I was so happy when you finally committed to competing, bro, because we've been in this, man, we go back years, me and you personally. And so many people like, yeah, I'm gonna do a show and this and that, and it's not about if you want to go pro and you want to make it your life or anything like that. I don't want to go pro. If it happened, great. I have no aspirations for that, you know what I'm saying? So it's not about if you want to go any of that kind of stuff or anything like that. It's just about if you've ever competed, you are able to take yourself to another level. You can see really how dedicated you're gonna be. You can really see how much you're gonna grind. You're gonna really test your work ethic. You're gonna get to that point where you're gonna be like, damn, I don't feel like doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I don't work all day. I still gotta do this cardio at night when I get home. Or damn, man, it's been a busy week. My kids had this, my whatever, blah blah blah. I ain't even had time to prep my meals or whatever. So when you compete, man, the reason why I was so happy to see you do it, and you already had a great work ethic, so it wasn't that. There's so many people that quit, there's so many people that, I'm gonna do a show, I'm gonna do this or whatever, and quit, you know what I mean? And if you can do it for a show, like if you can commit and you can put that grind in, that work ethic for a show, then you're really able to see, just how far you can take it, and
it could translate to so many other different things.
Oh yeah,
and yet, you know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely one of the things that.
Maybe you don't do 5 shows, whatever the case may be, but you do that one show and you learn so much about yourself. You learn how you're going to operate when you at the, at that bottom. At that bottom, you tired and you ain't feeling like it. And, it's like that work ethic, that discipline, all that, man. And
gotta kick in.
So happy to see you really compete, man, because that was huge for me, man.
Yeah, man, but it wasn't, for years you've been telling me to do it, and I was just like, for what?
Yeah.
Oh, you got this, you got it, you got everything. Like, man, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just never it was never something that was just in my mind. So I tell people all the time, like, for the times that I've competed, I would have never got on stage if it weren't for you. Never. I would have never did it. I would have never, because I just got so tired of you telling me, dog, do it. Like, why what you mean? Like,
right.
And I'm just like, all right, man, cool. You know what I'm saying? So
it ain't to say neither one of us trying to go pro or nothing like that.
Right.
Like I wanted to see you take yourself to that place. You know what I mean? See you take yourself to that level, and see what you can do, see what you can learn from yourself, see what you can, take from it when it's all said. You know what I mean? Like when you think about it, it's ugly, man. It's an ugly sport, bro. Like you look, any kind of sports that we play, basketball, football, whatever the case may be, you're constantly working, you're constantly training, you're constantly trying to get better if you're serious about it, right? And you constantly get multiple chances to go out there and prove it, to go out there and show your work, to go out there and, you got multiple games, whether it's basketball, football, whatever it is, you got multiple where you're going out there and you're not showing off, but you're exposing your craft, right? Bodybuilding, it ain't that, man. We put hours in, hours and hours and hours. We commit, we take time from our personal lives, our family, whatever the case may be, for what, 15 seconds? 15 seconds?
If that.
But yeah, and
face to front, turn to the back.
Still, man, it's still so worth it.
Right.
So
my next question, man, what do you know now that you wish you knew when you first started?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good one, right?
That's a good one. I mean, there's the obvious of all the knowledge that I've gained over the years, right? Like there's I mean, that's obvious, right? Whether it be techniques with working out, whether it be, the how I can push myself, whether it be, you know, the different styles of training, whether it's more of a hypertrophy phase, more of a strength phase, whatever the case may be. Yeah, that's definitely there. But I think more so than that, I would say, I would say how much I can put in to get back, right?
Right.
Like I tell clients all the time, and this ain't for every client, right? Like everybody's different and how they can attack and approach fitness and whatnot. You know, somebody like me and you, we like being pushed, we like being beat up, we like being, you know, like that fight aspect, right? Everybody can't. However, I tell people all the time, like, with fitness, if you can, which most people give you a shit ton of excuses. But in general with fitness, man, if you can jump right into the deep end, jump into the fucking deep end. Like, don't go sitting there, you know, getting your feet wet, sitting on the edge of the pool, slowly hopping in the shallow end, slowly trying to, like, jump into the fucking deep end, man. Just fucking jump and sink or swim, and you gonna swim. It's gonna be survival mode if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the biggest thing. You know, there's so many people, and I was guilty of it. I'm still guilty of it. Look at me and you, where we want to be, you know, where we want to take our facility. You know, we still years out. You know what I mean? And it's so easy to be like, man, like, damn, if I start working out now, I ain't gonna see results till like a year, 2 years, whatever the case is. But again, it's all about what you put into it, you know? So if you go, you know, hopping in the shallow end first and this and that, the results gonna take you even longer. Jump into the deep, commit to the nutrition, commit to the working out, you know? So many people all the time, like, you know, I probably commit, how many people you met with? You be like, how many times can you commit to working out? You know, 2, maybe 3, this and that. Man, you know what I'm saying? And we make it happen every day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I get it, you know, doing my schedule and stuff now. But, like, for the most part, man, that'd be all BS, man. That'd be all BS. Jump into the deep end. If you ain't doing shit them other, you know, you can commit 2-3 days, right? What you doing them other 2 nights? Oh, you know, I don't know. I might be at home Netflix, or I might be doing this. Ain't nothing wrong with watching Netflix. I do it all the time. I put you on some shows. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? Like, dog, you can give more. If you can give more, do it.
Right. So, but that also comes, I mean, that's individual based too, because some people I try to tell people sometimes, man, just if you commit to a certain amount of days, then you got to win them days. You know what I'm saying? Just win the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people you can't push. Like, hey, man, like, you bullshitting. Just fucking do it. Some people that'll put the switch in them right away. It's like, you know what? You're right. I'm bullshitting. Some people they want to give you every single excuse or reason why they can't do 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
Like you said, win a day. Every win ain't gonna be no blowout win.
Right.
But man, I'll be the first to tell you, dog. It sounds so. Sometimes it sounds corny when you say it, but I've had multiple times where I'm like, damn, I really don't feel like working out today. Like, mentally, I'm just not here. Mentally, this ain't gonna be a good one. I can tell you that. But then sometimes them end up being your best workouts.
Best ones, yeah, for sure. They be the best ones. Like, damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those be the ones where you think you're not winning. That's a blowout win. That's a blowout.
Especially the ones you don't like. I don't even want to do this shit. But then you get through it, like, man, I really got through that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I got through it. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So wrap on the day. Now I can go chill, lay it down.
I have like leg day today, but it was raunchy.
Right.
My legs did not feel great. I didn't do nothing too crazy. Like I said, I ain't hit no 15. I stayed around 225 on bench. I didn't do nothing crazy, but I feel good about it. You know, I feel good. I got it. You know, it was because you
got it done.
Yeah. So
because the alternative would have been you just sitting at the crib doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. Like, damn. Like, sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to go to the gym, or I talk myself out of it. I don't go, then I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Damn. How the fuck did I just go? You know what, man? I feel like I wasted my whole day.
Yeah. No.
You know
yep. That's definitely the same boat.
I'm right there with you. All right, man. So, question number 4. All right. I already know the answer to this one, though. I think I know the answer to this one.
I hope you do. Whatever it is.
Favorite body part to train?
Oh. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. For the longest time, it was shoulders. Like, shoulders was absolute favorite. You know, so many people, you know, they push days or whatever, they'll throw some shoulders in here or there. For me, bro, I wanted to have some fucking caps, bro. Like, I wanted, you know, this, you remember in the NFL, before all the games, they would show them robots?
Yeah.
You remember that was like 2 years ago, whatever the case may be, they always had them robots? The motherfuckers had delts, bro. And I was just like, that just looks so cool to me. Like, them bars, you know? And so I had always trained shoulders on their own day. So I had always enjoyed it. Shoulders is such a small muscle group that even on them days like we was just talking about where you ain't really feeling, you know, amazing or whatever the case is, you feel good about hitting shoulders because they fatigue how they do. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do a crazy whatever.
It don't take a lot to load the motherfuckers up.
So I think that's a lot of what it was. And, you know, like I said, I always chase the pump. So you get a good shoulder pump, I'll be like, man, let's go. Yeah. But now, I hate to say it because, you know, it's typical, but it's probably shoulders or chest. Chest is, I love, ain't nothing like just having a big chest, bro. A pump chest. That's just a great feeling.
Yeah, I'm still trying to see what that feels like.
I be like, that motherfucker's a tool.
I'm still trying to see what that feels like. One day.
Man.
One day I'll get there.
Yeah, that's shoulders and chest probably for me.
Yeah.
These legs ain't what they used to be, bro. Yeah, I be tired, dude. Legs are pulling out.
For real.
Good leg day. I'm out, bro. I'm tired. I'm drained.
Me too.
I gotta hit legs at night when I know I got nothing else.
Shit.
That's it.
I gotta get them done in the morning. I'm getting them shits over and done with.
Bro, early. But it be gas for the whole day. I be
but shit, that's why I be like, but if you tell me, hey, yeah, go train legs, man, as soon as like that's gonna be one of the work. I'm like, man, I don't really think I need to go to that motherfucker today. Like I don't know. Let's just go get up early, get this shit done, get this shit out the way, finish.
Yeah.
Over. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
All right, so we gonna come into question number 5.
Yes, sir.
What's your current training split right now?
Currently, I'm still kind of doing more of the standard. It's like, you know, chest, legs, back. I'll still try to train like shoulders, and I've never enjoyed training arms. I've never been that guy. So on my shoulder, I know a look.
Dog.
You damn high arms, bro.
I've been telling you this shit for years, dog. Ever since I've known you.
Fuck out of me every time.
Dog, I do not like training arms, dog. I do this shit. I throw those shits at the end of a workout.
Yeah.
2-3 sets, done. I hate doing arms, dog.
Come in with my shoulder days or something. After some shoulders, I'll probably hit a little bit of arms. Or depending on how I'm feeling, how my shoulder might be feeling, or whatever the case may be, maybe I'll hit arms on their own. But what I would like to do is get to where I'm doing my first push day of the week is going to be a little bit heavier focused. Again, not, you know, nothing too crazy, but I want to be pushing more for those sets of like 6, maybe something like that, where I'm, you know, exerting more into the heavier lifts. I'd like for my first workout of the week to be a good heavy push day like that. So 2-3 exercises heavy, and then, you know, chase the pump towards the end of the workout. My back day, I want my first back day to be more lat pull based, more lat pull movements, trying to really, you know, kind of work on my width or whatever the case may be. Work on, you know, building my lats out. And then I want my first leg day to be more of a quad-based leg day. So, you know, more heel elevated squats, that kind of thing, a lot of leg extensions, that kind of thing. And then for my second of each one, I want my second push day essentially to be lighter chest, a lot more shoulders into that day. And then my second back day will be a lot more row variations, and then my second leg day will be more posterior chain, my glutes, hamstrings, and that kind of thing. But that's what I'd like to back to essentially.
Okay.
And trying to, you know, I'm terrible at training abs, but I'm trying to start doing some of that.
Feel you on that, man.
A couple of weeks out.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Last question, 6th question. I know you're gonna love this shit because you're a fatty.
I knew it.
What's your go-to post-workout meal? Go-to post-workout meal. You just killed it in the gym, and you like, this shit right here cap it all off.
Like clean or cheap? I'm gonna give you both. My clean meal that I love, I never get tired of it. We'll do it like a shredded buffalo chicken, jasmine rice. I'll throw some guac in there, mix all that up. That's amazing. That's like that buffalo chicken, jasmine rice, guac. You throw all that in one, and I eat that any day of the week, and I love it. I love it. That's my favorite clean meal. My favorite, I guess you say, like dirty or cheap meal.
Right.
You know, we typically at the house, it's ground turkey, chicken breast, and some kind of like fish or something like that. You know what I mean? Those are like our main protein sources. So I don't really get a lot of like red meat in my diet. So for me, like one of my favorite like good cheat, if you will, so I don't even want to call it a cheat meal, but whatever the case may be, is a burger. I love a good burger somewhere. That's, oh man. Or I like Great. That mac and cheese, that buffalo chicken mac and cheese from Great, amazing.
Yeah.
But that's just dirty, a savage that day, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really feel too bad about a burger, but I be feeling bad about Great. That shit. Man, it's so. I feel if you want like consider a meal unhealthy, it's got to be that one. Like,
yeah. What's your go-to?
I be feeling good about it because I'm like,
Bonus question though. What's your go-to post-show meal? Like, oh man, we all stage. Hey, everybody get your shit. We going here.
That's a good question.
I can tell you what mine was, dog. We like prepping and going through shows.
Yeah.
Dog, I had two things, dog. For some reason, two things that I just couldn't wait to eat, dog. Pizza and chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Dog, I couldn't wait.
Dude, I've been craving like some really good, like warm, soft chocolate chip cookies.
Same. That's what I'm saying. The whole time I was in prep, I was telling Milan, like, dude, as soon as we done with this, as soon as I get back to the hotel room, I don't want nothing. Just have me a pizza and some chocolate chip, some warm chocolate chip cookies, and I'm good. I don't want nothing else.
That's why it's kind of weird I didn't say pizza for like my dirty or whatever, because like I love pizza. But what I found too is that like for me with pizza, I don't do like the typical. I'm not like a typical pepperoni whatever kind of guy. Like my favorite pizza right now, standing on it, Jet's deep dish buffalo chicken pizza. Change your life, dog.
See, I'm just a pepperoni.
It almost made me give up fitness, bro, because I'm like, fuck it, like, I would tear that shit. I just be fat for this Jet's pizza. Fuck that shit. Yes. So yeah, pizza, that's a good one. And you know I love my sweets, so whatever kind of desserts I can get, man. I love my cookies, brownies. I don't really like too much rich stuff no more. Like like cheese sometimes it's too rich or whatever. If I get cheesecake, it's like a banana one because I love banana pudding too. Somebody makes some good banana pudding, I'm all for it. Yeah. Oh, I tear some, man. Especially after a good soul food dish. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
So. But yeah, man, that's it, man. We did it.
What's it, man?
First one, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm glad we got I got the chance to sit down and make this shit happen, man. Because, like I said, I wasn't going to do like when I do it, hands down, it wasn't going to start till I was able to get you on. So you had to be my first guest. I always told you that. I said that's how it's always going to be. And you know how I am. I stick to my word, man. I'm always going to be that dude. So I'm glad we did it. So now it's off to the races now, man. Now I got a couple more lined up. And I'm going to get, kind of get in the can so I can start putting these out.
I can jump in on any of them and throw a couple questions at somebody too. Let me know because I'm all about it. I'm all about living, learning, all that, So if you got somebody on here that maybe I can toss some questions by or anything like that too, let me know. I'd love to jump on something with you.
Man, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man.
What I'm really saying is, like, if you need a co-host, I got first dibs.
Hey, you already know. Hey, if I get this shit popping, you already know you coming with me, bro. There ain't no question.
It ain't never.
Yeah, it's just win. Yeah, absolutely. It's just win. So, like I said, I got a couple people lined up that I'm trying to get on, and we gonna just take it from there, man. Like, so I'm gonna try to be consistent You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to put out one like once. I'm looking at doing like once a week, but then it also depends on people's schedules and everything like that. So what I plan on doing, like I told you before, man, like I'm gonna go live and then we're gonna try to get everybody, we're gonna try to build up the fan base and build the following.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna come with time. But then I'm also gonna repost these too, so that way we can also have people kind of figure out what you about, whoever the guest is.
Yeah.
See what they own, see how they can contact them and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to just make it work.
In the fitness, you know, like I know you said this is for a lot of people who may or may not be in that, you know, as much as we are or whatnot yet, and that kind of thing. But from somebody who's in the fitness, I like that interests me. I'd love to see something you have on. I can't wait to watch your episodes, man. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I love seeing different people's takes on all the questions you ask me. So
exactly,
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what you come up with and who you have on here.
For sure, man. But that's a wrap, man. That's the Remnant 6.
Yes, sir.
6, man. We're gonna make it happen, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Love is always. You already know what it is, man. And I'm gonna holler at you, dog.
Definitely.
All right.
Have me, man.
Peace.
Peace.